One of the common themes that I see emerging in 2018 are folks asking for the topic leader as coach. Whether people looking for leadership development on this topic or even meeting planners planning this as a breakout session. I think what we're seeing is that as the coaching field continues to evolve and grow and more people experience the benefit of a professional coach, what they want is their employees to experience the same benefits that they are. Furthermore, leaders are beginning to realize that they can be less directive, and in fact that doesn't necessarily get the best results. Now, I will say, of course, that when we have a crisis situation, when there's a very clear way of doing things and when it is the leading practice, being directive certainly works. However, the world of business and in our organizations, it's so complex, it's so competitive, it's moving so fast that in fact, new and innovative approaches are required for leaders to stay ahead of the game. And frankly, the opportunities that they're seeing is that their employees can share the responsibility of solving some of those long-standing issues. Not only that, but the employees, the customers, those closest to the innovation, to the experience, to the service, they probably know better than the leaders do what is the best path forward. So how can you bring coaching further into your world? And to be very clear, what I'm not saying is that we are asking all leaders to now become coaches. You already have enough to do. Nor, in fact, is it ethical for you to officially coach somebody who reports directly to you. What I'm saying is it's to embrace some of the core coaching principles for you to not only be really effective, but also for you to be able to get out of firefighting mode and really harness and nurture and value the talent that you already have. So here are 3 key strategies that you can use. Number 1, of course, be visible. And it's true, all of these things that I'm talking about in terms of being more coach-like, you can certainly do this in your meetings and in a boardroom. However, there's nothing more powerful than when you're physically where the value is created and that you're able to use inquiry rather than direction to be able to harness the best from your employees. That's the first piece. The second piece is when you see complaints, when you hear people who are complaining, to see it as a complaint being a poorly worded request and to use inquiry rather than to get defensive. It's so easy to get defensive, especially if you're tired and you're burnt out. But in actual fact, that is our great opportunity to be able to look for the greatness very well hidden under the negativity. And through inquiry, we can find the gold underneath that. There's probably a suggestion of another way of doing things. And you know what? Maybe you won't change a thing. However, the person will feel valued and validated by you using inquiry and being more coach-like. And of course, the third most important thing that I want to share with you is to ask good coaching questions. Coaching questions are really open-ended as opposed to yes, no, maybe sorts of answers, and that they allow the person to think differently and you can dig a little deeper. So here are a few of the ones that I really like from our deck of coaching cards. Suppose the issue that we're focused on actually were disguised as a great opportunity. What could that be? What value could you add without even trying? Who would have a different perspective on this? How do others describe you or the team or the organization when it's at its best? Imagine your ideal day or shift. What would be different? See, the power of these questions is that you are opening up the possibility of what solutions you could find, as opposed to trying to have all the answers. It also even allows new leaders or people who have less experience to immerse themselves in their team and to get a good read on what's going on through the power of questions. You're able to share the spotlight with your employees. You can ask questions of your customers as well and help them feel a part of your organization and that they're making a meaningful contribution too. So I encourage you to consider this also as a great way to use inquiry with your family. Because as the mom of 2 teenagers, they would much prefer that I ask them questions as opposed to tell them what to do. So consider in fact that leader as coach is also mom as coach, dad as coach, grandparent as coach, neighbor as coach. That this is a way of being and thinking that can actually help to build relationships. My name's Sarah McVanel. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog and that you come back week after week through my YouTube channel by subscribing to it or even being part of our Greatness Magnified newsletter. Be well and be great.